Monsters Inc. has such a crazy concept. I mean, we're talking about a city run by monsters, and the way they generate power for the city is by scaring little children. Still, I had a great time when I watched this movie for the first time. Today you're gonna watch a couple of scenes where Mike and Sully have to deal with Randall, a shady monster who has evil plans. But first, in case you're new here, our method is really simple. First, you'll watch the clips with subtitles. Then you'll learn the most important vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation from the clips. Finally, you will test your listening skills by watching the clips again without subtitles. And if you want to understand your favorite movies and TV series without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles, make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell down below so you don't miss a single new video.
You know, pal, she's the one. That's it. She is the one.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, and thanks for hooking me up with those reservations.
Oh, no problem. They're under the name Googly Bear.
Oh, good idea. You know, that wasn't very funny. What the? Wazowski!
What do you know? It scares little kids and little monsters.
I wasn't scared. I have allergies.
Sure.
Hey, Randall, save it for the scare floor, will you?
I'm in the zone today, Sullivan. Gonna be doing some serious scaring, putting up some big numbers.
Wow, Randall, that's great. That should make it even more humiliating when we break the record first. Ha ha!
Shh. Do you hear that? It's the winds of change.
You hear it? You hear the winds of change? What a creep. One of these days, I am really gonna let you teach that guy a lesson. You know, pal, she's the one. That's it. She is the one.
I'm happy for you.
As you may know, Mike and Sully are good friends. You can call a friend of yours pal. Keep in mind that this is more common when talking to men. Also, pal tends to be used more often in American English. In British English, you will likely hear two male friends calling each other mate.
You can't protect your mate.
Mike is talking about Celia, the receptionist who flirts with him. In the scene, Mike has just asked Celia out on a date, and she agreed. So Mike is really happy here. When he says that Celia is the one, he means she's the girl he's supposed to be with.
You loved her. She's the one.
Oh, and thanks for hooking me up with those reservations.
Oh, no problem.
As a good friend, Sully has gotten a reservation at a nice restaurant for Mike to take Celia to. When you hook someone up with something, you provide the person with something useful, for free. For example, imagine you give some concert tickets to a friend so he can go watch his favorite band who's playing in town. Your friend can say, "Wow, thanks for hooking me up with these tickets."
What do you know? It scares little kids and little monsters.
What do you know? So what do becomes whata. Whata. The do gets reduced to a, so whata, and then you gets reduced to ya. Whata ya. Whata ya. So I say, what do you know?
What do you know? What do you know?
Hey, Randall, save it for the scare floor, will you?
I'm in the zone today, Sullivan.
Sully and Randall are the top scarers in the company, so obviously there's a lot of competition between them. When Sully says save it for the scare floor, he means let's solve our conflict on the scare floor by seeing who scares the most kids. Another example could be two boxers who are about to fight each other. Instead of fighting on the street, one of them could say to the other, let's save it for the ring. In other words, we'll deal with this on the ring. Here's another example from the classic Karate Kid film.
Hey, I'm talking, you punk. Come on, make a move! Hey, save it for the ring. Come on!
Hey, Randall, save it for the scare floor, will you?
The tag question, will you, is an interesting one. You can use it at the end of requests or orders. We also tend to reduce you to ya here, so it sounds will ya.
Hey, Randall, save it for the scare floor, will you? Scare floor, will you?
I'm in the zone today, Sullivan.
When you say I'm in the zone, you mean you are at the top of your game or more than ready to give your best performance.
You hear it? You hear the wind? What a creep.
To call someone a creep is an insult. You can use this word to refer to someone who acts in an odd or strange way, making people around them feel uncomfortable or even scared.
Per county records, last known owner is Dick Dastardly.
What would a creep like that want with Scooby and Shaggy?
I know you're learning many cool words and expressions in this lesson, but let me tell you that if you don't review these words and expressions very soon, you will forget them. Actually, this is one of the things that my students tell me all the time, how they learn words and expressions, but when it's time for them to speak English, they don't remember the words. The words don't come to them. So if you want to be able to actually use all these new words and expressions, you gotta use the Real Life English app. We created the app with this goal, to help you use the English you learn in real life conversations. Now we have this new feature on the app called the Learn English with TV flashcards that allows you to internalize and never forget all the vocabulary you learn in this and other lessons from this channel. Plus, you get to watch this lesson inside the app, so you can transition between watching and practicing more easily. Can you imagine being able to communicate confidently in that meeting, in that job interview, in that English test you have to take, or even in that conversation with a local while traveling? So what are you waiting for? Start taking your vocabulary to the next level today with the Learn English with TV series flashcards. All you gotta do is download the app, link in the description, and follow the instructions. I'll see you there. One of the main events that happen in this movie is when Boo, a little girl, accidentally enters the monster world. Now Mike and Sully are trying to find her to send her back to her world.
Hey, where you going? Sully, please, don't blow us, not when we're so close to breaking the record. Come on, somebody else will find the kid. It'll be their problem, not ours. She's out of our hair.
What are you two doing?
They're rehearsing a play. She's out of our hair.
Had it, Wazowski. So what do you think of that kid getting out, Sullivan? Pretty crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah, crazy.
Word on the street is the kid's been traced back to this factory. You haven't seen anything, have you?
No.
No way. But if it was an inside job, well, I put my money on Waxford.
Waxford?
Yeah, the one at Station 6. You know, he's got them shifty eyes.
Hey, Waxford!
Hey, where you going? Sully, please, don't blow us, not when we're so close to breaking the record.
When you blow something, you mess up or slip up. In other words, you fail at taking advantage of something. In the past, you would say blew instead of blow.
You just start laughing. You laugh too. I did not. I would never. Man, I blew it.
Come on, somebody else will find the kid. It'll be their problem, not ours.
Nice connected speech here. It will be, it will contracted becomes it'll. So it'll be. And then Mike says not ours. The T for not here has a flap sound, da, which then joins with ours. So not ours, not ours. So Mike says it'll be their problem, not ours.
It'll be their problem, not ours. It'll be their problem, not ours. She's out of our hair.
In this context, the expression she's out of our hair means Boo is no longer causing Mike and Sully any trouble or inconvenience. When someone is out of your hair, this person is not bothering you anymore. It's important to note that this expression can also have a bit of a negative connotation, giving the idea that someone is annoying and you're glad to be rid of them. You can also say, I'll get out of your hair, meaning you won't bother someone anymore.
What are you two doing?
They're rehearsing a play. She's out of our hair.
Had it, Wazowski.
This is an interesting use of the word can. In the scene, can it means stop talking. This is a slangy way of telling someone to be quiet or shut up. It can be used in either a playful or aggressive way, depending on the tone and situation. This is a great example of a basic word being used in a more advanced or not so obvious way.
I mean, I'm not even sure if I want to go. What's the point?
Are you wacky?
Wacky?
Can it?
So what do you think of that kid getting out, Sullivan? Pretty crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah, crazy.
Word on the street is the kid's been traced back to this factory.
When Randall says, word on the street is, he means, I've heard from other monsters in the factory that, You can say word on the street is when you want to share what other people in your social circle have told you about something. It's funny to see Randall using this here, because we usually see that type of phrase in movies and series about criminals and street gangs.
What's the word on the street?
No one's dropping no names.
Word on the street is the kid's been traced back to this factory.
Randall is saying that other monsters have discovered that Boo originally came from this factory. If you trace something back to somewhere, you have found evidence or information that connects the thing to the place where it came from.
You haven't seen anything, have you?
No way!
You can use the phrase "no way" to refuse to do something or deny something in an emphatic way. For example, can I borrow your car? No way. But you can also say no way to express surprise. For example, I got the promotion. No way, that's great news. Keep in mind that it's important to use the right tone in both cases.
But if it was an inside job, well, I put my money on Waxford.
Waxford?
Yeah, the one at Station.
When Mike says, but if it was an inside job, he's saying the same thing as, but if one of the monsters here in the factory took the kid. An inside job here means nobody from outside was involved in letting Boo into the monster world. It was actually somebody from inside the factory who's responsible for this. Again, this phrase is commonly used in criminal stories involving gangs and criminals, so it's also funny to see Mike using it here.
But if it was an inside job, well, I put my money on Waxford.
Waxford?
Yeah, the one at Station.
I'd put my money on Waxford means I would bet my money that Waxford did it, or I'm pretty sure Waxford did it. You see this phrase, to put your money on something, when people are talking about bets and gambling. In English, we also have the expression to put your money where your mouth is. This means to back your words with actions. You don't just say you can do something, you actually do it and show people how it's done.
Oh, I meant what I said.
Well, then you better put your money where your mouth is.
You know, he's got them shifty eyes.
Mike says them shifty eyes as an informal way to say those shifty eyes. If you call someone shifty, you mean to say that person is not honest or can't be trusted. So when Mike tells Randall that Waxford has got shifty eyes, Mike is saying that Waxford looks suspicious, and maybe he was the one responsible for letting Boo into the factory. Alright, now let's watch the clips one more time, this time without subtitles, so you can test your listening skills and answer some quiz questions I have prepared for you. Are you ready?
You know, pal, she's the one. That's it. She is the one.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, and thanks for hooking me up with those reservations.
Oh, no problem.
Mike is thanking Sully because Sully cancelled Mike's reservations? Sully bought Mike's reservations. Sully got reservations for Mike.
They're under the name Googly Bear.
Oh, good idea. You know, that wasn't very funny. What the? Wazowski! Ah!
What do you know? It scares little kids and little monsters.
I wasn't scared. I have allergies.
Sure.
Hey, Randall, save it for the scare floor, will you?
I'm in the zone today, Sullivan. Gonna be doing some serious scaring, putting up some big numbers.
Wow, Randall, that's great. That should make it even more humiliating when we break the record first. Ha
Shh. Do you hear that? It's the winds of change.
You hear it? You hear the winds of change? What a creep. One of these days, I am really gonna let you teach that guy a lesson. Hey, where you going? Sully, please, don't blow us, not when we're so close to breaking the record. Come on, somebody else will find the kid. It'll be their problem, not ours. She's out of our hair.
What are you two doing?
They're rehearsing a play. She's out of our hair.
Can it, Wazowski?
In this context, can it means talk to me, go away, shut up.
So what do you think of that kid getting out, Sullivan? Pretty crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah, crazy.
Word on the street is the kid's been traced back to this factory. You haven't seen anything, have you?
No.
No way.
No way can also be used to express surprise, fear, hunger.
But if it was an inside job, well, I put my money on Waxford.
Waxford?
Yeah, the one at Station 6. You know, he's got them shifty eyes.
Hey, Waxford!
Alright, now it's time for the comment of the day. The comment of the day comes from Learn English with Garfield, a lesson we have recently published here on the channel. And the comment goes, "It's my first time here, and I already love this channel enough to become a new subscriber. I'm glad you could help me with this video." Wow, great job, welcome aboard, welcome to our community of subscribers here. I'm sure you will love even more when you start watching other lessons. But now guys, I have a challenge for you today. I would like you again to create sentences with the following words and expressions from today's lesson. I'm in the zone. Word on the street is shifty. So create sentences with the 3 of these words and expressions and post your comments, your sentences here under the video. I'm curious to see them. I'm gonna choose what I consider to be one of the best comments and I'm gonna share that in a future upcoming video. Guys, great job. You've made it until the end of the lesson. You rock. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with a friend who's also learning English, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber to this awesome channel yet. And if you want to keep learning English while having a ton of fun, check out this next lesson. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Leave me alone. I'm not kidding, Yodel Odie. Pop a worm pill and hit the road. I'm busy. You want to play? Fine. You can be my new astronaut. Go jump in the pail, and we'll shoot you into outer space. Come on, it's real simple. Here, I'll even throw your ball in there. Follow the ball and jump in the pail.